So let me get this straight. Trump's been saying that the Epstein files are a hoax. And when a reporter asked his press secretary, what part of that is a hoax, this is what she said.
There's been a lot of discussion about the Epstein files and the president's comments yesterday calling it a hoax. Can you clarify which part of the Epstein hoax is the hoax part?
The president is referring to the fact that Democrats have now seized on this as if they ever wanted transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, which is an asinine suggestion for any Democrat to make. The Democrats had control of this building, the White House, for 4 years, and they didn't do a dang thing when it came to transparency in regards to Jeffrey Epstein and his heinous crimes. It was this president who directed the Department of Justice and the Attorney General to do an exhaustive review of all files related to Jeffrey Epstein, which they did. The Attorney General and the FBI, led by Pam Bondi, Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, these are great patriots, some of the most trusted voices in the Republican Party movement. It's part of the reason the president appointed them to these high law enforcement positions, and they spent many months going through all of the files related to Jeffrey Epstein, and they concluded what they found in that memo, which they drafted and they released. And so the president has been transparent. He has followed through on his promises to the American people, but he doesn't like to see Democrats and the mainstream media covering this like it's the biggest story that the American people care about.
Funny how she didn't say that the hoax was that he's in those files. And of course she immediately pivots to blaming Democrats. Apparently the real scandal isn't the contents of the Epstein files, but that Democrats are talking about them. And then she throws in the line about Trump being transparent and following through on his promises. Transparent? The man literally promised to release the Epstein files, then decided not to, and is now calling them fake news. That's like refusing to hand in your homework, then claiming it doesn't exist, and then blaming your classmates for asking the teacher about it. And I love how she says that Trump doesn't want the media covering this like it's some fake scandal nobody cares about. Because the real problem isn't Trump breaking his promises or refusing to release the files. The real problem is people finding out. And let's be real, when a president keeps dodging questions about Epstein, it is the biggest story. Sorry, you don't just get to declare something unimportant and hope it goes away. It's funny how transparency suddenly means stop asking questions and stop reporting on what I don't want you to see. Classic Trump playbook. Maybe the real hoax is expecting any straight answers and the truth from this administration.